So we actually saw a preview of this topic in the previous, or actually in day one's content, when we were doing a preview of algebra and numbers. There we talked about calculating absolute values. Here in relations and functions, we're going to graph and analyze absolute value functions. So this is where we are going to get into graphing something like an absolute value of a quadratic. So if you have a quadratic that behaves like this, the absolute value of that quadratic is going to be more like this. It's going to be exactly the same function where it's positive, but the mirror image where the original is negative. And this is what produces those sharp corners that we spoke about. So this is something we're going to be dealing with. My current inclination in terms of breaking up the course is to pull this particular outcome into the first term. Algebra and number, after all, had 6 outcomes. Trig had 3 for a total of 9. And then our relations and functions unit has 11 curricular outcomes. So rather than leave it unbalanced at 9 and 11, I'm thinking make it 10 and 10 by taking this outcome that ties so nicely into that first outcome of algebra and number in dealing with it then and there. So again, that is my current inclination for the plan. I just haven't decided whether we want to start with trig or whether we want to start with algebra and numbers and work through it that way. That is something I'm still pondering. Are you pondering what I'm pondering? Anyway, so this is the nutshell version of topic number 2.